The Ring of Fire, also known as the Pacific Ring of Fire, the Rim of Fire, the Girdle of Fire, or the Circum-Pacific Belt. It is a seismically active zone around the Pacific Ocean shaped like a horseshoe. It is about 40,000 km long and 500 km wide and surrounds most of the Pacific Ocean. It traces boundaries between several tectonic plates including the Pacific, Juan de Fuca, Cocos, Indian Australian, Nazca, North American and the Philippine plates. This area has around 750 to 915 active or dormant volcanoes, making up 2/3 of world's total. It also accounts for about 90% of world's earthquake, including many of the largest ones. Historically, people believed volcanoes were caused by fires inside the earth, which is why this region is called the Ring of Fire. Geologists generally agree on most areas included in the Ring of Fire, but there is some debate on a few regions. Indonesia's Western Islands, Itzu Islands, the Bonin Islands, and the Mariana Islands are excluded sometimes. Additionally, some geologists include the Antarctic Peninsula and the South Shetland Islands in the Ring of Fire, while others do not. Notably, the rest of the Antarctica is excluded because its volcanism is not related to subduction. The Ring of Fire does not extend across the southern Pacific Ocean from New Zealand to Antarctic Peninsula or from New Zealand to the southern tip of South America, because these areas have divergent and not convergent plate boundaries. Volcanism here is not related to subduction. Volcanoes in the central part of Pacific Basin, such as the Hawaiian Islands, are very far from subduction zones and they are also not part of the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire experiences frequent volcanoes and earthquakes due to the movement of tectonic plates. When these plates collide, pull apart, or slide past each other, they form convergent, divergent, or transform boundaries. This movement creates deep ocean trenches, volcanoes and earthquakes along the fault lines where the plates meet. Subduction zones around the Pacific Ocean don't form a complete ring, leading to gaps in the Ring of Fire's volcanic activity. Where subduction zones are missing, volcanic activity either doesn't occur or is driven by a different process. Most of the active volcanoes in the Ring of Fire are located along its western edge, stretching from Russia to New Zealand. The 4 largest volcanic eruptions on Earth in the last 11,700 years occurred at volcanoes in the Ring of Fire. They are the eruptions at Fisher Caldera, Kuril Lake, Kikai Caldera, and Mount Mazama. Overall, 20 of the 25 largest eruptions in this period took place at Ring of Fire volcanoes. About 90% of world's earthquake and some of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded happen along the Ring of Fire. Notable events include the Valdivia earthquake in Chile, the strongest ever at a magnitude of 9.5, and the earthquake off Japan's east coast of Honshu on March 11, 2011 with a magnitude of 9, which caused a tsunami and the Fukushima nuclear disaster. The next most active part is Alphite Belt, accounting for 5 to 6% of world's total earthquakes. The Ring of Fire also features deep ocean trenches such as Mariana Trench, the deepest ocean trench, along with other significant trenches like the Philippine Trench and the Challenger Trench. The Ring of Fire holds over 40% of world's geothermal energy resources, which are linked to its active tectonic plate boundaries. The region is very tectonically active, which leads to a buildup of heat that can be harnessed as geothermal energy. Recent research indicates that the Pacific Plate, which drives much of the Ring of Fire's tectonic activity, is cooling down. The youngest parts of the Pacific Plate, about 2 million years old, are cooling and contracting faster than older parts, which are about 100 million years old. This cooling is occurring in the northern and western parts of the Ring of Fire, which are the most active areas.